Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to take a look at which unit you should get with your Redstone or the Dragon Godstone 15 that has come to Dbz Dokkan Battle Global. So as you guys know, I have been through the Redstone units before, so you're welcome to watch any of my previous Redstone videos, but I always like to do a little update with how I think they would fare in the current meta. So basically, we are going to look at the Redstone units. Overall, pretty cool stuff, a very decent selection as always, definitely something that suits new players more than it suits old players, just because, I probably speak for most veteran players in saying that we've got quite a few of these guys quite a few times, but there's still decent value to be had here. And always, as I suggest, start by picking a unit that's going to help you with content and with completing content rather than anything else. So the first unit, always an honorable mention, Super Vegeta. Just a heads up, most of these units do easy A, so when I talk about the unit I will be talking about the easy A, but Super Vegeta is great. He's an all type lead and he's probably going to be one of your highest damaging units, especially as a new player. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is also very similar, highly useful in a Super Saiyan 3 team, and also easy A's to be very useful. The next couple units maybe aren't too great, but the tech cell is rather decent. He's probably the best cell option here on the banner. It provides great healing, and he also has a decent tech. Leader skill and extreme tech's quite a difficult stage. The ultimate Gohan, the Agl Burly, the physical full power Frieza, although good in certain situations, are just not units I would suggest new players pick up in any way, shape or form. Then we have Beerus. Honestly, Beerus teams are just not something I like, but Beerus's rage mechanic did kinda help me in the siblings bond SBR, so I'm gonna give him an honorable mention, but he's probably the last on the list of units that I would pick from this. Then we have one of the stars of the show, Janemba. Janemba is still an incredibly useful unit to this day. Defensively, he is an absolute powerhouse, and with the link leveling updates and the link changes, his damage is still really good. He has guard activated against all types, medium evasion chance, and he also has an additional 40% attack when he is hit. So he's really good. Like really good. That coupled with his high base stats makes him honestly really usable to this day. An exceptional unit. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, also a very good unit, absolute beast when it comes to the Super Saiyan 3 SBR and ESBR, pretty much mandatory to complete those stages, so if you don't have a copy of him and you're looking to complete any Super Saiyan 3 base challenge, Vegeta is your man. He's also great in Red Zone and stuff like that because, yeah, he still has a crazy amount of damage reduction for the first 9 turns, and that just cannot be replaced. The physical Kid Buu, this Ultimate Gohan, none of the Ultimate Gohans are good. I'm going to go full disclaimer here, none of the Ultimate Gohans are any good, they're not going to help you out. The physical Kid Buu is an okay support, but honestly speaking, none of them are really that great. The Super Saiyan 3 Tech Vegeta, the only reason I mention this guy, basically, is because he is just also not great. An interesting thing about him though is that he is on the crossover category, so if you're looking for units for there, you can go for that. The Strength SS3 Goku and the Int Cell, both units are basically step downs of the AGL and Tech counterparts, so you can pick them up if you want to, but I would say only after you've maybe picked up that Goku or Cell, or if you have those units rainbowed or with first dupe. This Strength Beerus is actually not too bad. He becomes a worthy rivals support, but he just doesn't have a lot of great linking partners. A big issue with Beerus units is that they just don't have a place anywhere. They generally pair up well with Whis, but there's just not enough Whis units to make them work. Now we get to some of the bigger name items. Toppo is fantastic. One of the best units that you can pick. His EZA makes him a really solid support, basically a alternative version of the physical 17. That physical 17, Toppo is very similar. He has damage reduction on a certain health threshold. He gives allies attack and defense. He reduces all enemies defense, and he just does a lot. So Toppo is pretty damn solid from that perspective. There's a couple interesting ones. Dispo, I guess you could pick up. I wouldn't suggest it unless you're looking at a Universe 11 team. Paikuhan, the tech one, he's okay for an Otherworld Warriors team, but only if you desperately need another unit to round out your rotation. Then we have the Agl Burly. This guy has a little bit of value because he's a very, very good unit, and he also shares full link set with the brand new Strength Burly, so he could be a very interesting option from that perspective. Not to mention he's pretty solid for stuff like movie bosses, pure Saiyans, overall a really solid unit. Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, fantastic unit. I highly suggest picking him up, especially if you're looking at going into hard content or content like the LGE or the LGE GT, things like that. Vegeta can get up to like 400k defense at a rainbow level, which is incredibly high still, or very good still. So Vegeta has a slot. I've used him in plenty challenges, and I've used him in a lot of content. So Vegeta, really, really solid. Honorable mention to the Evil Boo, by the way, a unit that I've actually used for Majin Buu Saga SBR and ESBR, just because he does do a lot. I don't suggest picking up any of the Goku, Gohan Super Saiyan 2 units, etc. You can get a lot of them for Goku Gohan Day in May of every year, so it's a bit of a waste to kind of pick them up here with this stone. Then the Father-Son Galakan units. These units, I always give them a mention because especially for new players, these guys can actually be really, really helpful. Not only are they both supports for their category, the Vegeta family, which is a very strong category a lot of players might have, but their conditionals and their actives and everything are just very easy to get. They also rock 90% all type leader skills, which is actually pretty valuable. Vegeta is probably the more valuable out of the two. Then we get into, again, some very, very solid units. The Agl Caulifla, a very good unit, again, very strong defensively, has attacks effective against all types. Very much designed, though, for a Universe 6 team, and the same kind of applies for Kale. Both of these units are incredibly good, but both of them do prefer to be on a Universe 6 team, generally linked up with other Kale and Cauliflas, and that generally is where they'll thrive. So if you're looking at building that kind of team, definitely pick these two up. They have usability elsewhere, but I definitely think that that's kind of more where you'll find their value, and when you'll seek great value in picking them up. Then probably we get to at least my two favorite units of every Redstone, and units that I suggest every new player pick up. So if you're a new player, if you've just joined Dokkan, you need to select this Goku and this Vegeta. They have 120% skill leads, which is great for Goku's family and Vegeta's family, which is fantastic. So this is before they even EZA. So before they even EZA, they have a fantastic leader skill. Not to mention their EZA is always up. It's relatively easy, and it pushes their leader skill to 130% and makes both of them actually incredibly usable units. So for me, I just like to say that I think these are the top two choices for new players. I think these guys are great. I think the value you get from the leader skill, I think everything that they bring just really makes them the top tier choice if you are a new player. Now, of course, we also have Super Saiyan 2 Goku Angel, and we have Majin Vegeta. So both of these units are really, really solid. Goku provides a great heal and fantastic amount of assistance to AGL teams. I use him a lot for Ultimate Clash. And Majin Vegeta, haven't used as much, but I've seen a lot from him and he does look really, really good. He's a great linking partner for other Majin Vegetas. So overall, he's a pretty solid option, if I can say anything like that. But yeah, for the most part, they're also decent pickups as well. Obviously, as always, guys, you can also pick up an Elder Kai if you don't want to pick up any of the units. And I would as always, just like to suggest that you prioritize units that will help you complete content or help you complete challenges. So if picking up Janemba means you can complete movie bosses for an extra 6 stones, pick up Janemba over picking up another Goku or Vegeta that you really don't need. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care and bye.